Hi everyone, it's Helen here and thank you for part 2 of my Cinch album. So I've made this album using the We Are Memory Keepers Cinch binding tool. So we've binded this and the machine I have is the Heidi Swap, and I will leave part 1 linked down below, so if you've missed that you can catch up. Otherwise today we're going to be decorating the front cover because I want to make this into a really nice little series where we go through everything step by step. So we're going to be working on the front and the back covers. So just a quick look on the inside the album. So in the next episode we will be decorating this, and I addressed this in the first video. I have done a head clean on my printer. It seems to have fixed it. So if you get this, don't worry about it. I went ahead, I carried on because we're going to be covering these up. Anyway, you can be strategic where you pop your things. So this is the collection from Nitwit Collections. This is called Annabelle. It's one of my top favourites from the Nitwit Collections. So I'm really excited to be working with this one again. I have got another album that I made using this collection. I will link that down below. It's a paper bag folio, I think it was. But yeah, I'll link that down below. Right, so we're going to be working with the front cover. Now I've just manually cut this. I didn't actually give you any measurements or use any measurements. So let's see, just cut this at 5 by that's 7 1/8, and then I've just matted it onto card and then trimmed it out using my trimmer. So this was a very rough and ready cut there, but it fits, it looks good, so I'm going to pop that down. So I've taken some of the papers from when I printed off all of this lot for the pages, and I've done some printing and some fussy cutting this morning. So I have all of these elements here. Now the easiest way to do this, and this is using a free application online, it's called canva.com. Again, I'll link that down below, and if I do forget to link anything, remind me in the comments and I'll add it. So Canva is a very easy website tool to use. So basically you open up an A4 document, find an A4 document or the equivalent for whatever country you're in, and you can just drag, literally just click and drag your images over to your screen, and you can resize them, you can save them as PDF, you can save them as a JPEG. So you download that, you save it, and then you can print it. It's that easy. So if you want a tutorial on how to use the Canva, let me know and I will get that done. Okay, so these are all of my elements here. So this is an example here. So that black thing there, that has come off something that I printed this morning before I did my my print head clean things. It went on me as well, it's on me. So that should be tidied up now. So this is the A4 version here, and I've just fussy cut them out. So I do have a scan and cut, I do have a Cricut, but I put myself through it every single time. I use my scissors. I have the machines, but I just go for the scissors, and then I suffer from like claw hand, I guess. You can see here I've still got some marks there from my scissors. Anyway, I'm not going to let that dampen the day. Okay, so I'm going to pop this on first. I've had a little experiment on what I would like to do, but you can really have fun here, you know, layering up your layers, and the same goes for the front cover and when you're doing the inside pages. So I thought I would have, well, first off I put that on there, and I thought that sort of blends in a bit, but let's put some clusters around. We can have this here, I have a butterfly. Just have a play and see how it looks, and if it doesn't look right, make a change. So I pop those on there, and I think that just blends in with this really patterned background. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to take all this off. I'm going to pop this on there. Actually, it was this one actually first. There we go. I'm just going through my processes here so that it's going to help you when you're on your own trying to work things out. Okay, so I popped that on there, and I thought that's better, but it's still not, you know, shouting off the page with it. I like things to have their borders. I like things to be bold, if that makes sense. I don't really like it when everything just blends in. So then I matted that onto pink cardstock, and I think that's much better. But now I'm thinking I need to do something similar with this one. So I have some more pink cardstock here, and I'm going to glue that on and see how that looks. And again, I can just print off another one of these if it goes wrong. I haven't wasted anything. Maybe just one sheet of card, but you know, it's not like I've gone to the shops or had something delivered from a pre-printed collection. You know, we all know how sacred those things are, because once you've used them or you've messed up on it, you know, it's gone. But with the printing, you can just print yourself out another one. Okay, so I haven't been too neat here. I don't care. It does not have to be perfect. Okay, so let's get this trimmed out. I'm going to leave a little bit of a border around the whole lot. Again, it might be a bit wonky. If you want to try and use like a nesting oval die set and try and find the right size, you can do. You can even get those nested die sets that have the stitched effect on as well. So we'll see how neat this looks, and then we will see how this goes. So I'm using some really long handled scissors here, long bladed scissors. It's just a lot easier using the long bladed scissors for these big cuts here, and then for these teeny weeny ones I just use some small scissors just like that. Okay, there we go. It is a little wonky, but we are going to layer things up and things are going to be hidden and it will just blend right in. Okay, so I do want to add some dimension to this, so I'm just going to grab myself some pads. I think I'm happy now with the first bits of the foundation, I guess you could call it, the foundation of what I'm putting down. Right, first off, before we put this down, we need to make sure, I know this is definitely the right way round, okay? This is definitely the right way round, so double check before you start doing your front cover that everything is how it should be, the right way round and all that. Okay, I'm just trying to get this centered. I am sitting down, so it's hard to see. Okay, yep, looks good. Right, just going to do a quick dry run. Okay, I did go wonky here, but I know that those bits are going to be covered up. Now, where are those bits and bobs? Here we are. That one's a large one. Oh, I really like this one here. It has the corner. I like to cut things out with a little white border. Pop in the comments how you like to fussy cut yours. Do you go straight up to the printed edge, or do you like to give a little border? Okay, so I haven't actually tried this with my Cricut Maker. I don't know if the software's any different, but from when I had my Cricut Explore, is it 2? Yeah, the Cricut Explore Air 2, I couldn't have chosen, there wasn't an option for the white border, and it went straight up to the edge here. So I've not tried it since, because it would cut right up there and I'd get some really thin stems here, which made it very fragile. So I haven't tried it on the Cricut since, but they have updated the software and it's always been updated, and I do have the Cricut Maker now, so I'm going to give that a go and see how it goes. I am hoping that they have added the border, so, or that border option. I know you can have that on the scan and cut. I do have a tutorial on how to cut these out on the scan and cut, so I will list that down below as well. Gosh, when I'm editing this, I'm going to have to write down a whole list of all the links that I'm going to have to add, just so that I don't forget. Okay, I'm not going to be stingy on my foam pad usage on this, because I want it to be nice and tough and secure, solid. I think that's the word. Okay, I'm going to pop that in the center, and again, this will look like a fabulous card front as well. Obviously it wouldn't say the story of us, but you can take this similar layout here for a card front. So I'm thinking I'm going to pop that there. Again, I'm going to use more foam pads, and I'm going to pop that there, kind of frames that really nicely. So there's loads of other bits and bobs as well. I mean, I resized these. You can resize these to any size you want. You can make these smaller and make these bigger. So I might just add, you know, some smaller butterflies. There's a few butterflies to choose from in the collection. Most of these are taken from the FQB collection, which is the Fat Quarter collection. I absolutely love that one. I am going to divide this one up though, but I will make sure that the whole entire collection is listed down below. You can either buy it as a bundle, all little 5 sections in the kit, or you can just buy parts of the kit. My favourite kit from the collections are the Fat Quarters. Okay, I'm going to pop that on there. This fits perfectly. It nests perfectly with that word. So let's pop that on first. There we go. And gosh, I've used 2 strips already, and I'm going to do the same with this one. Okay, and if you do have troubles with downloading, or you don't know how to unzip and other bits and bobs like that, I know Nitwit Collections do have a YouTube channel, and there's all the information on there as well. Pop that on. I think that looks really pretty, and look at all that dimension there. Okay, so that is the front page, and I think I'm going to just pop this onto the back here. Now, do I need to pop that on? I'm not sure. I think I might just, it does blend in, that's the only thing. That's the only thing, it does blend in. So maybe I'll just pop that on a circle. It's not going to be a perfect circle, and I'm not really going to be covering it up. So let's get this glued on. I'm just going to go for it. There we go. And then trim that out. I'm going to use my little scissors. I like to have a little selection of scissors here, as you can see. Tim Holtz for the anti-stick Teflon coated blades for when I'm doing my red tape, and for when I'm using the foam pads, because the foam pad stickiness can clog up your blades. So I use that for that, and I use these pair for this small, like the small intricate things, and then I use the long blades there for long straight cuts and things like that. So these are my most used scissors. Okay, that's not too bad. Yes, I quite like that. Right, I'm going to have to divide this up into 4. Okay, so in the next video, which will be part 3, we'll be working on the inside. Now, I did mention in the first video, I am going to be doing a few kinetic bits. I will make sure that I have tutorials already made in the past. I'll be using die sets to complete the inside. However, a lot of those elements can be made manually. It will just take you a bit longer, but I will make sure that I will have tutorials to make them manually linked in part 3, because not everyone has the die set to make everything. But if you want to make life easier, the die set makes it an absolute breeze. Okay, so there is the back cover, and here is the front cover. I'm really liking the dimension and the thickness of that. I just love the way that looks. So next video, I have some more papers. I've just printed off some more papers here. I have this one here. It's just like this one, but just faded. And then I have the mint green lace, love that, and another pink. So I'll probably print off a couple more, but these are going to be enough to get me started. I'm going to be making some photo mats as well, things like that, just showing you how you can easily get this decorated and filled up. Okay, so thank you very much for joining me. Make sure you are subscribed in the corner there so you don't miss part 3, and plenty more memory albums coming up this year. Give me a thumbs up if you like this one, and I'll see you again next time.